Hello, welcome to the Princess Talks. I'm the Princess. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. And please don't forget to subscribe to to both of my channels, the Princess Talks and Pastor Princess Cooks. Okay, well, without further ado, let's talk about this week's show. What is it about? Some of you may not like it, but that's okay. I'm sure plenty of you will. This week's topic is about gay people. People that are different from some of us. Or people who are the same as the rest of us. Okay, so why do some of you hate gay people? They're different from you. I know. Man and man, woman and woman. It's sinful. God did not intend it to be like that. Says who? Wait, I have a special message, especially for black people. No, blacks are not the only one who dislike gay people at times. But let's just talk about blacks for a moment. Once upon a time, not that long ago, in America, and also Canada, if you were black, you were not considered equal. If you were black, you were relegated to substandard treatment. You couldn't even use the same latrine, the same toilet, the same washroom as white people. Can you imagine? A freaking toilet we were not allowed to use. So how easy some of us have gotten. Wait, how easy it is for some of you to forget where we came from. No, being gay is not the same as being black. It's true. Black people walk in public, would go outside, well, you know, it's obvious. You see the blackness. Someone who is gay, who is not flamboyant, you can't tell. But that's besides the point. The fact is, it's inequality. It's inhumane treatment. President Obama has come to his senses. Thank you, President Obama. I respect you so much. You know, it's a shame that it took you so long to say this. After all, you had many, many months. But you know, politicians are politicians, and I say this hesitantly. I do have a lot of respect for you, not hesitantly. I do respect you tremendously, but for you to have waited this long, of course you're capitalizing, like every other politician. I thought you were better than that. However, thank you for seeing the light. After all, you must have a relative or a friend, and who cares whether or not you have a relative or a friend who's gay? If men and women are willing to die for their country, I can't imagine why they're not treated with the same right and dignity. Gay people shouldn't marry. Well, says who? Have you noticed how straight people have screwed up marriage? How many straight couples do you know have been married multiple times? Oh yes, it's okay, it's acceptable. By who? I'm sure some of you are quite disgusted with it. I, for one, I'm not exactly an Elizabeth Taylor's fan. I know, it's horrible to say. No, it's 7 marriages, and we're supposed to be thrilled? Oh yes, I know you're saying, so what? She's a movie star, she's beautiful, she's a lady. But if a gay couple have been married, want to get married for the first time, you're the same hypocrites that are saying they shouldn't get married. Meantime, we're applauding people. How long was Britney Spears married for? Among other people. Katy Perry, one of my fave. How long? Let me tell you all something. I'm not here to tell you or to ask you to love, or to like gays. No, no, no. I'm simply saying we're all human beings. Some human beings are nicer than others. I'd like to know, many of us, if we fell on the street, who is the first person you think will run over and offer you assistance? If it's between a gay and a straight, it's likely someone gay. Just like, if your car breaks down, who do you think will run over and give you a hand to push it? It's not going to be the guy in a suit. It's the guy with the long hair, he's scraggly looking. It's not someone you'd necessarily want at your dinner table. So, message here, let's be polite and kind and sensitive to one another. We're in this for the long haul. We're all in this together. Let me tell you about some of you and your intolerant behavior. What it has cost society. It has cost society a lot of damage. I.e., people who are gay have to live a lie. I wonder how many men, especially white men from upper middle class family, where there's a lot of money involved, power, position, status, all that kind of stuff, and he can't be honest about his true life. So what does he do? He has to marry to cover it up. What a shame. Plus, at times, probably has to see a psychiatrist to help him deal with his double life. What a shame. See, if we were more accepting, this man or these men who have to live this life, as women as well, wouldn't have to. They'd be free to live their life they see fit. Think of some men from certain culture and traditions who are abusive to their women. Did some of you ever stop to think, perhaps some of these men are gay and they're forced to sleep with a woman? Oh my God, can you imagine? Or forced to sleep with a man. But we're talking about some men who are abusive from certain cultural background, and it's because they're gay and it's covered up, so it comes out in the form of abuse while they're trying to deal with their own sexuality. I know, if you're a straight parent, it's difficult for you to think, oh my God, my kids are gay. But you know what? There are worse things your kid could be. Your kid could be an addict, a liar, a child molester, a killer. Should I go on? I better stop. You don't need to be, what's the term, tolerant of gays. You need to be accepting. You tolerate hemorrhoids, the mumps, a bad cold, chicken pox, a tummy ache. Yeah, you tolerate those things. You accept people. Isn't that interesting? Many of you have no qualms about hiring a gay designer, an interior decorator, the guy at your local coffee shop, at your supermarket, at the makeup counter, in the department store, give you best fashion tips. You have no problem with that. But if your child is friendly with someone who's gay, or if someone moves beside you who's gay, you're feeling uncomfortable, or you don't want to be at a party. Let's talk about gay marriages briefly. If two straight people decide to get married, perhaps for the wrong reason at times, maybe she's pregnant, among other things, we think, oh, it's alright, let them get married, it's the right thing to do. So why isn't it the right thing for gays to get married? Do you know why many gay people wanted to get married? Yes, I'm going to speak for the gay people. It's because of their civil rights. Yes. Oh, not just that. Security. Yes, security. Acceptance. As in, think of the many straight families who have disowned their children, the gay children, for years. The child, or this person is gay. We'll make it two men. They have their gay boyfriend, who they've been living with for several years. They've done everything together as a couple, just like a guy and a girl up the street. So the guy is, one of the men, I should say, is ill, God forbid. He's in the hospital. Choices have to be made with regards to his care. Guess what? The other partner is not entitled to anything in terms of making decisions, getting his affairs, has say over his affairs. Now, why is that? The parent of the sick man, however, has all rights. Now I ask you, is that fair? If you've abandoned your child for years and years, you have no interest in them because they're gay, I ask you, why now that your child is dying, why should you care? Just let them die. Who cares? You hated them anyway. So do you see where I'm coming from? There are a lot of gay people who want to get married because they think, you know what, it's my right. And guess what? It is true. It is their right. They want to solidify their relationship in the eyes of man and whomever else. I won't say God because some people don't believe in God, but you get the picture. So, the next time you come across someone who is gay, and they're a good, loving, kind, decent person, just like you, just like your other friends, think twice before you're being mean-spirited and you're running away. I have a question. How come straight people, many straight people always say, especially the men, Well, as long as they don't bring it to me. Sweetie, as many of you know, as many of you should be aware, many, I'll even say most gay men, they're very selective about who they sleep with in terms of how you look. So for some of you straight men, most gay men wouldn't even want to look at you. If you're hot and well built and well dressed, perhaps. But if you're just, ordinary with ugly shoes, unkempt hair, yada yada yada, trust me, no gay man wants to look at you. But seriously though, let's stop being so intolerant and bigoted. And a message for black folks, like I said, remember this. Who is out there chasing after you whenever you're in distress? For example, you're in a hospital. If you have a gay nurse, a gay male nurse, trust me, he's going to be the nicest man. When my mom had a stroke years ago, the man who gave my mom back her dignity was this gay man from another province in Canada, from another province outside of Ontario. I'm sorry. This man was so kind, empathetic, just a wonderful human being. He was also very bright. But I tell you, this was a man who bathed my mom, gave her a sense of, what should I say, didn't make her feel as if she was disabled at the time. While her daughters were, especially me, I was apprehensive because I've never had a disabled relative. So, but this man was absolutely wonderful. He was a gem. I think he was from New Brunswick. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The fact is, this was a gay man, 40-something gay white male that gave my black mama back her dignity. So for those of you who are so hateful, think twice, because when you're in trouble, it's the gays who are going to run to your rescue. Guarantee, first and foremost. Now, let's talk about our mayor of the city of Toronto. Our mayor refuses to go to anything that has to do with the gay celebration. That's his right, but guess what? If you are the mayor of a large metropolitan city with a large gay population, expect to share in their events. If not, you shouldn't be the mayor. I'm not saying you should go to everything. I'm just saying, as I'm sure a lot of other people are saying, if you've chosen to be the mayor, to represent the people of the city of Toronto, expect to do something with the gays. Expect to join in their celebration. Maybe not everything, but expect to do something, or else don't be the mayor. Anyway, this is the princess, and I'm saying to you, please, we're all created from, well, whether it's from above, well, monkey, whatever. It's revolution. Doesn't matter how we came about. We all came up the same way. We're human beings. So I know most of you are humane, but think about it. Be a lot nicer to gay people because they make the best dinner. They throw the best dinner parties. I'm just stereotyping, of course. Seriously though, everyone, think about it. We're human beings. Wouldn't you rather have a lovely gay friend who is a decent human being than a straight man who is a creep? Until next time, everyone, I'm the princess saying, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Au revoir.